This is TWiT.
I know you want to have a key ring that is made by the company that I can't pronounce.
So because you get yelled at. People yell at you if you pronounce Hermès wrong.
Yeah, exactly. So I just stay away from it. I'm just not going to say anything. I'm just going to let Rene say it. So people you can now make a fake AirTag. What?
People are so mean on the internet.
It's fine. I think people are people. They just get to be in front of a lot more people on the internet. You know, I think that otherwise they're that way all the time. But yeah, so you can make this. Do you see yourself making your own key ring, Rene?
No, so one of the people I work with is Thomas Frank. Thomas Frank, a YouTube fame, and we talk gear a lot, and we have very similar setups. Both have really high-end cinema cameras and microphones, all these things. And he will DIY like so many things where me and some of the other people are just like, we're just going to go to the store and buy it. He's like, yeah, but I can make it for almost nothing. It's only going to take 2 days. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to go buy it. It's going to cost like $100. And we have these arguments. And for me, it's like, if I was going to buy the Hermès thing, I'm buying it because it's like the Hermès thing, or maybe like you're in Hong Kong and you buy the tag on one place and the label on the other store, and you can get away with that. But it's just not worth the effort to me. Is that terrible to say?
No. Andy, have you played with the AirTags much?
Yeah. I have a couple, and they're associated with my iPad, and yeah, I like them. I think they're a lot slicker than the alternatives that I'm using. I like that they simply work all the time instead of my tile tag, which doesn't always just work. So yeah, I wish that they would open it up and make it Android compatible or to other devices as well, because there's so many families that they need to find their keys even if like their kids borrow the car and the kids are stuck with like a cheap Android phone instead of like the fancy iPhone that one or both of their parents have. But to piggyback onto what Rene was saying, I totally feel that there's a certain it depends on whether you're buying into the craftsmanship, the thing, whether you're buying into the thing itself or whether you're buying into the entire story around the thing and the history of the thing. I've suddenly over the past like few months, I've suddenly learned about not fake Rolexes but reproduction Rolexes, and oh my God, I kind of almost want one because it is so mind-boggling how good these I mean the 30 you can buy, if you go to AliExpress, you can buy a fake Rolex for like $20 and it is a piece of crap. It's good for like a movie prop so long as people aren't looking really closely at it. If you go into hundreds of dollars, low thousands of dollars, you will get one that side by side you absolutely, and I'm talking about at macro expansion, you are not going to be able to tell the difference. You can pop the back off and look at the mechanism, and you'd have to dig down far before you would realize you're not looking at a Rolex mechanism. And it comes with a box, it comes with all the papers, it comes with a receipt saying that you spent $20,000 on this Rolex. And at that level, I kind of admire it. It's the amount of work and industry that goes into something, so long as it's being sold as what it is, that no, this is not a real Rolex Daytona, this is a replica, with the advantage not just that it costs you $2,000 instead of $30,000, but you don't have to have an 8-year relationship with a Rolex dealer before he will allow you to purchase the watch that you want. But there is something very, very charming about someone who said, well, I can't afford this Hermès, or excuse me, to me, the pleasure of this Hermès key ring is not about going into an Hermès store and holding something that has a great deal of history and style and labor about it. My pleasure is that I got to take a look at this and figure out a way to make one myself. And no, it's not a perfect representation, but it's something that I made with my own two hands, inspired by something that I saw and admired.